Alright, we're back. We got a fresh cup of coffee. This looks like a bit of a problem though. That stacker I was planning might actually need to be implemented. It's fine, it's fine. Uh, uh. Yeah, remember how I did everything in 8s? I'm still starting to think that I should have done them in 16s. I don't know why I didn't do them in 16s. In all honesty. Should have seen this coming. That's concerning. That balance. I mean, I could expect a bit of an imbalance because it does. Oh no, yeah, it's. Hang on, 832, 1K, 980, 900, 1.6. That 2.5 is slightly worrying as well. That's concerning. Is beautiful? It's a work of it's a work of art, a work of frustration. That took a long time to build the first time. I was lucky that the second one flipped pretty easily. Unfortunately, it's causing a bit of a backlog at the minute. Yeah, it's just a minor traffic jam. It's fine. That track lag. I'm going to go to a more compact style. Something like that. And then got a reverse direction. I probably should actually reclaim the track and not let the base reclaim it. Bigger stacker? Oh, I need to make a bigger stacker anyway. But I want to make it a little bit more compact. And also reorientate it so it's vertical. Just make life a little bit easier. Do one of these. One of these numbers. Vertical for UPS. UPS saving for is as long as it's horizontal, as long as it's not diagonal, it's a UPS saving. Yeah, that's where you get your UPS saving from, by not being diagonal. That one there. Loop. JTE coming with that fellow. Yeah, trains on diagonals use more UPS. Strange as it sounds. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24. In a fraction of the space. It's vertical or horizontal? Yeah, it's because it doesn't need to calculate the rotation states of the trains. does need to rotate the hitbox. Yeah, when it's collision rectangle. It's true for all collision rectangles. Yeah, there it is. So the train, it has to. So this is the. So it has a collision rectangle for the train is just like that, and then when it's on a curve, it has to do a sign every time it needs to. Every time the train moves on a curve, it needs to do another rotational calculation on it. Yeah, that's sines and cosines and things, which is quite expensive. Whereas when it's horizontal and vertical, it doesn't need to do that. Remember these things. City blocks are bad. Yeah, if it's on any angle, it's bad. City blocks aren't terrible. Oh, they're terrible for different reasons. These hitboxes used to not collide with each other, leading to this hilarious situation where trains going through one of these could miss each other. Surprising how long that went unnoticed for, too, mind you. Oh, it's actually bringing me stuff. How generous. Oh, it's because it's in there. Poor train stuck in the queue. It's the only reason why I'm getting the track back. Basis for a mod? Yeah, it was. The Bridge and Tunnels mod. That was a good time when it lasted. Yeah. It's something it's been known for a while, that one. The hitbox one. Seeding pointed out back in like version 15, it said that diagonal tracks were bad. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's what I want. I've become quite accustomed to this style of stacker. If I could ever paste it down right. I don't actually remember who came up with it originally. We're trying to make a compact stacker in the other Megabase. And someone gave me this. Unfortunately, I really don't remember who did. Brilliant. I mean, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, so... nah, 3 years ago or something now. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I can't remember who came up with this thing. Oh, there's some stray water there. That's mildly inconvenient. That's mildly inconvenient. That's actually really friggin' annoying. Oh, hang on. I might have a solution with some rocks over here. Oh, I already had landfill on me anyway. Oh well. anticipate the massive view. Do you have a lot of diagonals? 'Cause that would do it. Yeah, and this map I've been explicitly trying to avoid diagonals as well, as much as possible. Says the one with a massive diagonal, like, oh, it's not so bad there now. Yeah. And there. It is actually better. I've been cleaning them up. But Darius, how you doing? Boop. Get a boops there, and there, and there, and there. And there, and there. And... I did like the no stacker base as well on the old one. I did like the no stacker approach. Huge fan of stackers. One direction or... Central fueling station for your base, and that's your stacker. Oh, interesting. And I'm out of track again. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I really did like the no stacker approach. Just calling trains on demand. On demand. Gonna be slightly mismatched. I think we can live with it. Only, if only... Oh. There you go. If only I could get the trains to go there now. Oh yeah, TSM really helps with that. A lot. TSM did most of the work on like the rail bus map. I still say TSM's the way to go though. Probably anticipate the requirements. It's hard to do with stock. Yeah. It can be tricky. You back up a... Oh. You back up a bit. You back up a bit more. Hopefully you don't go... Yeah. Yeah. Go round. And that unjams all the good stuff. TSM is automatic refuel. Hey, mining productivity's done. Round you go. There we go. Tried LTN event and got really pissed off. That's pretty much my experience with it. It was just a frustrating experience to do like basic stuff. It's just so dumb. Like, and needlessly difficult. It's a mod that's really for people who like forever tinkering with things. Endlessly tinkering. Now I need another one of these. Need to not get hit by a train. Super Chip throwing down that sub. How you doing? Thank you very much for that. There's some love and hype and honk and snug in chat there. For Super Chip. Throwing down that sub. And welcome on in. You now have access to the best emotes on Twitch. Best koala emotes on Twitch. I can't say best emotes on Twitch, but I do have independent verification that they are the best koala emotes on Twitch. Yes, yes, mother as this is release candidate test because she's not an engineer. The ultimate test. There. Anything beyond that doesn't really matter. Important thing is we're slowly getting rid of this thing. Right, how's that traffic jam looking? It's cleared surprisingly quickly. This you know you can tell these junctions are working because they do clear they clear junctions. They clear jams in a pretty big hurry. I don't even know where all the trains went, mind you. What are we at? 18 minutes. That's all nicely queued up. Reds, no doubt. Probably only has one train doing reds, mind you. Oh no, it's got two. Might need some more. Point ball. Purple is running. It's missing everything though. Hmm. Well, anyways, let's finish off the banding out this. Oh, there it is. Oh, while I think of it, something interesting I saw yesterday. Hello, train. I hadn't actually. It's sort of fallen out of the news, but it came up in relation to the DCMA stuff. It was talking about. There was a discussion about what happened to what's his face, Dr. Disrespect. and someone had bagged a clip of him making these sort of it was a donation message. It was really really odd. Show science production stats for the last hour. Yeah. 1 hour. It's not great, mainly because like right now it's dead because the whole system got backed up. Yeah. Yeah, so it was a donation message, and then he responded. It just sounded odd. It was like, hang on a minute. What was it? It was someone commented they were like a 30-year Navy SEAL, and then sort of made this comment about three like yeah 4K is only half of what it can do. 2K is not great. 4K is getting there. 6 is better. Did I not get to 8? Should have got to 8. It's 8 seriously that long, an hour ago. Last 8 an hour ago. I'm trying to think of I can't remember the exact quote. And then he started going on about how started going on yeah, the Master Chief and getting replaced by 3 cadets. And then there's a little light goes on. It's like, hang on a minute. Is he referring to his own situation? And it kind of makes sense. Like he was the big cheese of Twitch before he was booted. And right at the same time, there were 3 pretty big names that mysteriously appeared because this was right as Mixer imploded. Because right when he went away, Ninja and Shroud came back. I think there was another dude, a rapper as well, and that was meant to be. And then the idea and the discussion this guy went on about this is see if I can find the video. Really interesting. Oh, I think I have the tab open. Let's have a look. There. Have a look while I paste some more track down. It's actually pretty plausible what was going on too. There it is. Yeah, this dude, Hoglaws, is pretty brilliant. Here it is.
Rich Miller, thank you for the $20 in Super Chat. Doc, the best and only get better. Much love, 25-year active duty Master Chief Navy here. Yeah.
Here it is. He's thinking.
25-year active duty Master Chief Navy here, says Rich Miller. Hey, Rich, imagine the Navy going in there and getting rid of you, huh? Just out of nowhere. And then bringing in 3 new cadets. Because you know what? They said, man, even though he's going to turn Master Chief, like that's a big, huge salary. Imagine that, Rich. Damn. But thankfully, that doesn't happen to you. You know what I mean, Rich? Whew.
Yeah, there it is. That was it. Yeah. As soon as you hear that, it's like, hang on a minute. Yeah, Master Chief, big, huge salary. Imagine some young upstarts coming in who can be bought in for less. At the same time, Ninja and Shroud swan in. At the same time, he gets booted out. What was the third?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Virtual Legality. I'm your host, Richard Hogue.
I recommend watching Hogue Law as well. Very good stuff.
Michigan. And of course, what you were just listening to was Dr. Disrespect talking a couple of days ago on his own streaming program here on YouTube in a quote that a number of you commented on in my videos, talking about through my DMs on social media. And why? Well, because if you haven't been in Virtual Legality in a little while, This is what I used to think of as a long-form video series here in Virtual Legality. That silence was the result from both sides, both Twitch, some sense to that story in a very small amount of time. So on June
See, here's a timeline.
22nd, Mixer, Microsoft's streaming service, closed, right? And as this was reported, one interesting thing happened as a result of that closure.
Train's out of fuel.
Insider headline, Microsoft just released top streamers Ninja and Shroud from their contracts as it shutters Mixer after spending millions on exclusive deals with them. That very same week, Dr. Disrespect was banned. I brought up a Forbes article. What we know from Dave Thier, Dr. Disrespect has been banned from Twitch, although it was all clandestine. We didn't really receive reports on it. And so just 2 days after that article, I put out a video. And that video basically said it doesn't make sense to assume things about this particular set of events. That when you have Mixer closing the same week that you have this ban, you can make certain assumptions. And one of those assumptions is that the value of the Dr. Disrespect contract to Twitch, now that it doesn't have the same level of competition, Mixer no longer exists. That party that was going out and stealing folks from the Twitch platform through exclusive contracts,
not that Mixer really had much offered much
Shroud
competition in the
and
first
others,
place,
is no longer a problem. So that contract that you signed with Dr. Disrespect earlier this year in the springtime is something that a company will reevaluate. And I said, if you follow professional sports, you know this.
Hoglaw
right?
Newbie about streamer not having the rights to stream games.
Really hot, and then another quarterback became available for a rookie contract, and you say, I wonder what I can do. Can I trade this guy away? Can I get rid of him? Maybe we can claim injury. Those aren't guaranteed contracts in the NFL, or maybe whatever other sport.
Yeah, I've seen the video pop up, but I haven't watched it yet. It's really interesting.
And all I was saying as part of that video was, Twitch re-examined this. That means that even if Twitch thinks there is a breach of a contract, a normal breach, if this didn't happen, might not trigger the same kind of rush determination that the same breach without Mixer and with Ninja and Shroud available might otherwise. That doesn't mean Twitch is lying. That also doesn't mean Dr. Disrespect is lying. A lot of folks come into Virtual Legality and say, well, if there's a breach, there's a breach, and if there isn't, there isn't. That's just not the way legal documents work. The Dr. Disrespect exclusivity contract with Twitch is going to have a certain list of things that he can't do, and that if he does them,
it's a great channel.
Terminate his contract.
Yeah, I'd actually recommend watching this in your own time.
And so we are terminating. Twitch can believe in its heart of hearts that that is a sufficient. Chances are that arbitration is going to be confidential, and
they're going to be going through. The argument is that they're in arbitration right now, like going on right now, because Twitch is like, yeah, you definitely broke a contract, and they're like, hang on a minute, no, we didn't, and they're in the middle of a settlement, and that's why they can't talk.
If Twitch can free up that money, then maybe they would use it to go sign those new free agents. Ninja and Shroud had a history with Twitch. They made money on Twitch. They made Twitch money. Would it really surprise anybody if that was, in fact, the case?
And these kind of trade deals back and forth, exclusivity deals, they go on all the time, all the time. There's tons of them going on. You just never hear about them. Like, you hear about the Ninja and Shroud and all that, and... Why are you out of fuel? Yeah, you hear about these deals going on all the time. You don't have fuel? You don't have... None of you have fuel. Shouldn't you be calling... Oh, your wire's not connected. Oops. Well, that's inconvenient. Very inconvenient place for it to stop, too. But yeah, YouTube, Twitch, and so on are all doing these deals just all the time in the background. You just never hear about them in sort of normal day-to-day operations, because these contracts are normally kept pretty quiet. Like, these deals are not really discussed and disclosed, because contract deals like that they're not something to be discussed or disclosed to the general public. Which is something that surprisingly few people realize. Like, exclusivity deals and brand deals are a pretty big part of the system. Like, subs, donations and all that, they don't really make much money. It's all sponsorship deals that and marketing that is where all the big bucks are. Generalized time between mixer closing dock band was so close. I didn't actually even catch on to it either. Never even occurred to me. I knew there was something funny going on. Hadn't really put two and two together. But as soon as I heard that quote, I was like, oh, yeah, the light bulb rings. Makes perfect sense. And yeah, the other one that it's actually um, it's actually a breach of the game's license to stream the game. It is actually a breach, but it's a symbiotic relationship between the two. Like, I think I'm gonna hazard a guess because the thumbnail shows Among Us is probably the best demonstration. Exclusive deals from game stores. Yeah. The exclusivity deals is really like for the consumer, it's not great like the whole Epic thing, but for the developers, it's a great deal because they get more money. They get more, not only more money, but more guaranteed income from a game. Yeah, backtracking. It's a symbiotic relationship between, like, with Twitch and games. It's a symbiotic relationship. The two need each other. Um, Outside of most people realize this pretty early on. Nintendo were a little slow, and that's why they were DCMAing everything. And then they was like, "Oh, hang on, this is actually a good thing." But Nintendo, Japanese businessmen being Japanese businessmen, um, they're an interesting bunch, shall we say? KPSDs, ripped games. Yeah. At the same time, who cares about pre-orders? Like, if you pre-order a game, you're an idiot anyway. So I don't feel bad for anyone who lost out on pre-orders. You should never pre-order a game. There's no reason to pre-order a game. Pre-ordering a game is a terrible idea. Because you're throwing money down for something that's sight unseen. Like that's actually stupid. That's actually an incredibly dumb thing to do. Why are you like that? You queued up. Oh, because your stack is not big enough. Yeah, that's why I never really saw a problem with Epic, because I didn't pre-order Metro or whatever. Yeah, post-order. That's why, like I say, I find out when I get there with like Cyberpunk, like the thing's been hyped to death, and that doesn't necessarily make it a good game. Like CD Projekt Red, they did deliver with Witcher 3 back in the day, quite a few years ago now. But that doesn't mean they're automatically going to kick another goal with Cyberpunk. They may have overhyped it to the point where it's going to collapse in on itself. It's hyped to the point where it may never live up to its hype. That's actually the biggest risk, is that it's hyped to the point where it will never live up to the level of hype it's at. It'll never be able to live up to its own hype. I need to get up there. And that's also cleared up this dodgy double T here. I mean, it's still a dodgy double T, but it's not as bad now. I only pre-ordered Dark Cloud PS2. They need you to pre-order because then they maximize the gain from the 6 months when the game's actually worth something. Get rid of this. There we go. You can actually pay to release a game and finish it. Oh, hello, Rocket. Sounds like every game these days. Push the release now, finish it in a year's time. I actually have a, like, everyone complains about Fallout 76, but I have a feeling they actually tried, people are going to disagree with me on this one quite ferociously. I think they played the early access game really well. By making, like, deliberately making it terrible. Well, maybe not very well. I might be giving them too much of a free pass. But I think that they played it to be bad on purpose. And then improve on it from there. Like, make it terrible and then do the long gone, essentially. Unpopular opinion, actually kind of like Fallout 76. I mean, it's not the worst. But there's as much memeing going on as there is actual, like, reality. That's where things get that's where truth gets lost. Supposedly. Alright, let's tidy up this a little bit. Like that. Let's not stand on the tracks. Standing on tracks is generally conducive to having a bad day. Yeah, with what you were saying, what was it I said before? Watching, what Dr. Disrespect streams offer, they are a special kind. Those streams, they're something else. It's a very canned package. Name yourself with a choo-choo. No, I would say nice, but that's a bit of an oopsie. But it's also an inevitability. Apparently Fallout 76 also has actually been mostly fixed. Like, there's still a lot of game breaking. Like, it's still a very hackable game. And there's still a lot of issues with it, but it's way better than what it was. So, Wednesday had to tell Clanton's corpse I lasted 15 minutes. Was that down to his base of his I was gonna say base of despair, no, his integration base. I don't know why he doesn't use death markers too. Oh, I see. I forgot who it was, but they had marker on the map that said if you die past here, you can't get your corpse back. That was probably one of the journey to the edge of the map type maps. A journey to the end map. Sounds like one. Main problem was the game engine. It was part of it. Because it's the same engine that they've had for forever, basically. Bethesda's been more or less using the same engine since Oblivion. It's not quite the same. Like there's more nuance than that, but it's essentially like the same thing just being used over and over again. I mean, at the same time, having said that, there's nothing inherently wrong with it. Recycling an engine. I mean, you can upgrade it and improve it. I mean, Unreal 5, for instance, is an upgrade of Unreal 1, the one that did original Unreal and Unreal Tournament. And for later iterations of Unreal 2000 and Unreal Tournament all the way up to 2004. I think that was like Unreal 2 or something. Oh. Where the hell do you come from? Oh. So, like, upgrading the same engine isn't, like... not terrible. It's gonna take way too long to get there. What would be in range? It's you. It's fortunate the outpost can actually fix itself. What's holding you up? Got steel, kind of. Steel and stone's all both lined up. Yeah, that's spider will get there. Oh, god damn it. That is the literal one job right there. Please don't eat my chest. I'm not actually sure what the spider... the spiders had the... Ah, there it goes. It was trying to eat the chest. I like how this one's just frozen in time now. Yeah, it was the chest. It's only a medium bite, so it's taking a while. It's taking a while to nibble on everything. 2.0 without a pathfinding. 2 fish brains. 2 fish brains for the price of 1. Iron. He's having a bad day. People were okay with Bethesda games being buggy on release. It was Fallout 76 was also the end of doing really buggy releases. But yeah, I still think they tried to game it so that they'll release it buggy and then improve it. So they'll try and game increased hype over time. There goes another pre-roll, mid-roll, I think. Hmm. That's a bit of a jam. Just playing without fan patch and UI mods because the game is so buggy. I remember buying that on release. It's funny how we used to put up with those kind of bugs that, like, the Skyrim bugs back in the day we used to put up with. Nowadays, just don't tolerate that crap. Yeah, No Man's Sky has managed to redeem itself. And that's the sort of example I was thinking of, was that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to do a No Man's Sky. Hmm. Nah. Stay there. Should be forces because they don't. Oh yeah, it didn't have any content. And it was meant to be it didn't really have a purpose too, Fallout 76. It was sort of like an open world PvP, Rustish style Fallout universe game. Wasn't there also a thing with No Man's Sky where when Sony took over it, they started taking it in all kinds of their own directions? Dang it. I just started wanting to do this, that, and everything else. I just started tacking on demands. Time for good old D&D. Alrighty, have a good one. Enjoy your D&D. Starter base, direct build, with red chip, direct insert, blue science, engine direct. I'd go direct. Tech Fusion, how you doing? Is Solar being so slow? It looks like it needs more steel. Gonna hurt my radar supply at this rate. Ugh, speaking of supply. Ugh. Gee, coming in that follow. Something looks really off with that. On. That one. With LR. Let's see, right? You only had one inserter for each rocket silo input? Yeah. I guess it's might actually be running at full rate. No, it's not. Blue, blue. Don't have green or red. Oh, stopped. Why? Okay, it is going all the way up. It's just missing red. So it's each side. There's 2 silos per wagon. 16 silos total, and so the cycle rate because I've spread the load across so many silos, the number of silos I need running consistently is very low. So having 16 slow silos instead of 12 silos that need to run flat out, or 10 silos that need to run flat out, is much nicer. Yeah, so instead of having a high throughput silo, yeah, I have more that do less. It all comes down to I need it all. So it's 2 silos per. Everything comes. So nothing is balanced. So each one of these wagons represents a column. So this column, of blues comes all the way out over to here. We'll say this one, the N one. Well, it's split into. This one's actually a weird one because it's split into pairs. So these pairs are sent up here, and that makes 1 row of control units. It actually makes 2, but that's beside the point. which then get fed into 2 silos, which then get turned into science packs, which then get sent back out into this wagon. And look at the image, and just a tickle. Same thing with the satellite resource. See, everything gets sent down into a single. Each wagon gets divided up into a single row. That way, there's no balancing. Just one of those verticals. In theory, each one's worth 8,000 science a minute. I probably should have been 500 science a minute, in all honesty. But that remains to be. That was a mistake that was made a while ago. That's not a lot of resources on that screenshot there. That's not a lot to go by. It's a very rough start. 98. Didn't think of direct inserting modules. Yeah, it's really helps. Have tanks soon. Okay. So it should be at least able to push out. Oh man, it is backing up. 5,007. 2,100. I think it's time to... yeah, it's time to upgrade the grid circuits. And add more of these, because this is quite a slow build. Do 4. Why not do 4? Got less than a week left till we see the 3070 as well, which would be good. And the big Navi. Military science build, dislike mines, it's not a square. Okay, I'll just get this built and sent on their way. I'll go show that. Poor trains. I just want to get it out of the way. Come on, we believe in you. Do it. Now, are you actually crafting? I don't remember where it is. There it is. They're not crafting more this crap, which is concerning me. Why aren't you crafting more? Where's this train at? It's doing laps of the map. Alright, I think the other one will be built. It is, I think, yep. Let's make sure. Yeah, I need to connect more of these up, I think. Base or an old one to test. Yeah. I think I shared a few of them. I think I'll have to check. I had a share folder with them with previous saves on, like the Railbus and such. Railbus is going to be a weird one, actually. Same with the 16K base. I have to share the mod, which kicks the science back as well. What was it? Military. Military here is a bit of a weird one. So grenades are done locally, but everything else is brought in. So we have ammo and walls, and then grenades are done by coal and iron. Now, the grenades and wall is a bit of a work of art. Supply is much better than 3080. Oh yeah, of course, it would be. I bet I'm expecting 3070 to be the sweet spot. The trouble is, at the same time, I want to see the difference between 3070 and 3080. Because I think for my purposes, a 3080 might actually be better. You're doing everything like, see, what I did was I did the ammo and wall here in this unholy monstrosity. And just streaming in general, just the better, just the more better power for streaming. At the same time, I need to get an ABN and all that set up as a business, and then I can take donations. And then because then I can take some donations to actually help pay for a 3080, because they're not cheap. Oh, some of the other games I've been playing have just been killing. Like the 1070 just can't keep up. Phasmophobia like that. It runs at like 30 FPS when streaming. It's just so choppy and horrible. Yeah, that's US dollars. Yeah, what? Do I have to bring? I have to bring it up again? Do I have to show you this page again? I've shown this a few times now. I mean, there's the 3400 RTX 3090, 3100 3090, the $3,000 3090, the $2,900 3090, and then the 2080 Super at 1600, or the 3080 at 1600. That's not 700. That's not 700. See, 800 USD isn't 800 Australian. It also doesn't account for import fees and such. It's well, a 3080 is well over 1500. Founders editions are not available here, and that launch price for USDs is just, it's a load of crap. Buy yourself an i9 10980K if it'll run well Factorio. It should. I believe that's actually still the best processor to use. I mean, at the same time, yeah, 2060 Super has gone down. Look at these; they've been $599 for a 20 Super. Dual OC Evo? No, let's not get tempted. 2060... 2060 OC, 479, 499. One click OC, What about the 5600? We'll see when it gets here. Actually, just out of curiosity. What was it you got? Was it? I9 10900K. There's a 10980XE for 1600. I mean, it's marked down from 1800. KA or the KF. Yeah, so these are all basically $1,000 processors. So holding your breath for Big Navy to do anything. I'm not expecting much. i900K for only 648. 10900. The Intel naming scheme's just getting out of control. As you can tell how old that is because they don't use the dodecahedron anymore. Oh, these use the workstation socket, don't they? 18 core 36 thread. They're adding cores now. Yeah, you get Xeons for the price of these things. That's how ridiculous it is right now. I think that's the idea, is to make everyone confused. It's huge upgrade. Oh yeah, 3770 is a bit aged. It's been around the block. But yeah, so this thing here, that shouldn't be empty. That's a problem. Oop, I sneezed. Who's run out now? Oh, right. I never fixed that, did I? Oh dear. Yeah, for the streaming, I'm starting to really appreciate the high-end hardware now. Yeah, even a 3070 is going to be well over $1,000, I'm expecting. So that's going to be an expensive upgrade. I mean, for now, if you want to help support me in hardware upgrades, there is the best way is actually that Patreon there. I mean, you can, if you really want to, you can just do it for 1 month and cancel. A few people have done that. I don't really do much with it at the minute, admittedly. Oh, crap. How did you get there? Again. Yeah, so everything here is... Ah. Yeah, everything here goes through a single importer. So the prices are basically whatever the hell they feel like charging. There's also a minimum. There's things like minimum order quantities as well, and yeah, it's a mess. There we go. Yep. Thank you. Right, we're going back down there. Going from an i7 600 to Ryzen 5700, unless Intel pulls rabbit out of hand. I'd be surprised. The 5000 series are pretty much where it's at. I'm need to see the stats on the 5000 series Ryzen's, because if it's anything like the 3000s, it might be worth going either coming down or going up. I have a feeling the 5700s just sit in that weird, because in the previous generation they sat in this weird middle region um where they weren't particularly, like, they were slightly better than the tier below it, but slightly worse than the tier above it. And just sat in this no man's land where where being a little bit better than one and being a little bit worse than the other didn't really add much. Like, you're better off either coming down and saving money or just throwing a little bit of extra money and going for that extra step. Gonna wait for Intel. A fanboy, but I feel this generation will be actually good. I think they can't keep it up forever. They gotta surely they've got something up their sleeve by now. I mean, it's Intel after all. Goes, fix that. Go up. With the Ryzens, it's probably better to just go down. Like, the R3 is basically good enough for mid-tier gaming. Among Us. Yeah, I've had that for a few weeks. Oops. Where are we at? We're coming in. What the hell did I come here for? Oh yeah. Little bit of a, give it a little bit of a helping hand. That one. Did I actually go over this thing? I don't know if I did. Yeah, all of the stone gets delivered here to be smelted. Except for one, where it gets transferred to smaller trains for stone to the purple packs. Which is something I'm not a particularly big fan of. You can actually see the chest situation in action here. You see how it's pulling from the storage chest first, but leaving the other chests. Very useful feature. Yeah, it gets smelted down. Then it gets sent into here, where the bricks, the steel, and the... everything gets shared in here. It's pretty hilarious. The brick goes into here and here. The furnaces and the wall. So they're sort of shared and come out and around. Where is it? There. Then the steel carries on down. You know, it goes into to make furnaces, and it carries on down into here. Bob Droll coming on in. Comes on in to do this. Then, yeah, I guess merge with the other one. And then at the same time, in between, we managed to cram the productivity modules in here. We feed it some, on the same side, mind you, feed it the circuits and then output it. And also side load it onto the furnaces. Why are the furnaces working? Probably steel, isn't it? Probably steel. It's always steel. Is there 10 minimum of that? I'd like to see some proper discussion on what the state of that is. The state of the transistor density market is. Because there's a lot of fudging going on internally. Very few companies actually quote their density accurately. I see this as being a minor issue. Stone 2. I might just abandon it. In fact, I will. Maybe on 5mm. I don't know if they'll be able to get it down that small. Because it would be the fab process. I think bottoms out somewhere around. It varies between 7 to 5 or 7 to 4. Somewhere around there, it bottoms out. And then you have to start doing all kinds of exotic things to make it work. Because like the transistors are down by, I think it's 2. It's getting pretty close to the barrier only being measured in atoms. Oh yeah, the like 4 nanometer and 3, and I think 3 nanometers existed for a long time in other markets, but they're very close to the silicon limit right now. Yeah, like I don't know about ARM specifically, but some other, particularly AT6 stuff, is down in that sort of territory. Has been down in that territory for since at least 2013, really. But yeah, the amount of shrinkage left is not that much. And remember I keep saying this, that there is a lot of funny business going on with how they actually quote the die size. There's a lot of fudging going on. I'd have to look it up again, but I believe TSMC, they quote their process by the minimum transistor size that they can achieve. It's not necessarily representative of the overall process. As I say, I can't remember now. And I think Intel was a bit more honest. Be curious to actually. As I say, like the processes for smaller than like 4 nanometer has existed for a long time. Like they already know how to do it. They just don't know how to do it with the particular application that they have. In fact, wouldn't surprise me if Xilinx was already on that kind of territory. Their die sizes. Trouble is, these sort of things, their processes are not generally not talked about publicly. CPUs are one of the rare exceptions where they're talked about publicly. Yeah, it's getting yields on processors are complicated things to get good yields on large scale. Yeah, the stuff I was thinking of was when crypto was going crazy. Damn it, I didn't want to build that. When crypto was going crazy, a lot of those miners were already pretty small. I'm pretty sure they were down in the, sub 10s back in like 2012, 2013. Yeah, the AT6. As I say, that's a different beast entirely because that's dedicated logic, which is a lot simpler than a CPU. But at the end of the day, the same silicon process to manufacture those, or fundamentally the same process is used between the two. Stone 2. Write some of that down. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, they're simpler, but it's more or less the same process, same lithography. They grow the same silicon crystals. One. Boop. Moving on. I hope one day I'll remember to look up what the story is with. Oh, what are you? What are you doing down here? Oh, you're an oil train, and that's why you're down here. Get some serious, some actual knowledge going on as to what the different the different process sizes actually mean, process nodes actually mean. Governor, what's up? Just doing some Factorio. Wondering about CPUs, speculating on what Intel will do next year, the next roundup. Remains to be seen. Oh, of course they will. That's their MO. That's Intel's MO, is to come up with something that costs too much. Why is that stuck on? It's any company's MO. Yeah, kinda. Like, why is that on, but not this one? Oh, that's the old one, that's why. Is it because there's nothing in storage? Yes, it is. Hopefully they'll find their way down here and do all that business. Okay, so this thing isn't working. I still don't know how people were doing this with like 3 combinators. I still don't understand it. Like I knocked 2 combinators out of this and it's not working anymore. So, I don't know. Don't know how it works on 3 either. I have a feeling the sort of situation where it barely works. There's a lot of trains queued up there. Hmm. What are we at? 19. Where am I? Oh, slowly working my way through the traffic jam. I want to change up games, but I don't know what to change to. Hey, it's a Ziggurat. How you doing? Maybe Satisfactory. Oh, I don't want the pain of Satisfactory. Pain of Satisfactory is real. Games or lanes? Game lanes? Well, I'm doing alright. Actually getting paid again. With real work, which is a bonus. Now that everything's open up. There was talk of doing the Ghost game, but it seems that's not going to happen. Dang me potato chip. I wish I could go some chips right now. Beep. Yeah, Phasmophobia. DRG? Yeah. I was also playing Hydroneer last night, and it was just experiencing frustration. That was. I remember why I stopped playing. Just rage quit that game. Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, that'd be nice. That might be nice. Play co-op and apparently Factorio. Like, interesting. Alright, let's purge this. I mean, I would like a little bit less Factorio going on. That's not very nice, bots. Liz. Interesting. Let me Steam that. Assuming it's Steam. Ooh, interesting. Mixed reviews. I mean, if it only just came out, it's not surprising. Extremely limited playtime before refunding. Wish I could have given a neutral rating rather than a positive or negative. Three-pronged system, extremely interesting approach to a retail RTS game. Creates a strong focus on team coordination. However, I think it might be best. Biggest salt-generating mechanic I've ever experienced in an RTS game. Something as simple as a player being greedy with team resources, hampering every aspect of strategy. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That doesn't surprise me. That review does not surprise me at all. Like, unless you're a really coordinated team, you need three coordinated and capable people. Otherwise, you're just going to have a bad time. And funny enough, for me, finding two other people who can actually coordinate on that level is pretty far fetched getting them. Yeah, the biggest thing in a multiplayer game these days is you will coordinate. We should do it sometime. The door for Phasphobia is always on weekends only. I'm guessing at night too. Because you start quite late. Dang it. Because I can't put stuff in my trash slots. Can do day? To prefer night. Okay. That's stuff getting deaded there. I got a bit of a problem now. So what, you go there. Run spider to trash. Can I dive across this? Back it? Eep! I was about to run and then was like, nope. There it is. Uh, hmm. Don't need those. Probably don't need them either. Trains are a thing of beauty? Yeah, these trains are taking some effort. Well, I feel like I'm going nowhere fast. Just putting it out there. Just dump all the crap in here. Well, not that. That's not crap. Let's try a rocket. There we go. Alrighty. Eventually they'll run out of charge. Yeah, they'll be fine. Alright, I've freed up this space here to actually build that properly now. Don't need them. Probably not going to need them. Probably. And them. Hopefully that'll be enough space. Hopefully. Nope, it isn't. Huh. Me and my overfull inventory of crap. That. Yep, hello train. With a bit of luck, I'll take everything. Hmm. Hmm. I guess not. All I'm trying to do is carry everything. It's like, how can they not fit? They can't. Ah, I had excess construction bots. There we go. How's my ISO? ISO? God damn it. Yeah, all I want to do is take it down there. You come down here. Or go there, actually. Meet the train there. Whee! Oh, isolation, yeah. 100 days? I've been stuck here since, what, 100 days? Most of October, August, July. Yeah, basically since the end of March. Is it only 100 days? It feels like it's been longer. This 100 days. It'd be nice to be free of it either way. Yep, bye bye. I've been out for like at least got out a few times in July, I think it was, before the hardcore crackdown kicked in. It was since the end of March. It was about, what was it? It was beginning of April, I think, when the lockdown kicked in. Yeah, it's pretty close to 6 months. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It's about 7 months. 7.5. Oh, crap. What's going on here? You've pulled across and you shouldn't have. I think this is one thingy too long. No, that one's right. These aren't. Ah. Oh. Hmm. I don't know how to fix this. It's deadlocked. Something this thing doesn't allow for is trains partway rolled through. Partially rolled through. Can't even pick up that stone. Right, that'll at least help clear it. This has come back to the point that I made where this should join up there and shouldn't join there. This wouldn't happen. Yeah, see this one's crept a little bit forward, so this is able to park across the junction. It shouldn't be able to do that. Should be further forward like that. I'll just give that a nudge while you're... Okay, maybe not. So I don't have any repair packs. There we go. Look at them go. 4 at a time. Yeesh. Yeesh. Where's my train? There it is. It's like a measurement issue. I think I need to tweak this junction a little bit. I think it's got some... I think the output one particularly has got some issues. that need to be dealt with. See, that one's fine. This one seems a little short. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's stacking up again. At the end of the day, it's because this T intersection exists. It really shouldn't. That's what happens when you have them too close to each other. Yep. Hello, train. Yeah, I need to... And beep. I need to join the bottom, so they have to come round the long way. They shouldn't come through there. That way you got a nice long run in between. It's too like even if I moved down to there, it's still too close to that one and that one. Even these are pretty close. All right. It's just trashed everything. That was burner inserters. I wanted those two. Instruction bots? No. My bots are on. Oh, apparently I donated them all now. What happens to the network? It doesn't need a wire as such. It's 2.7 gigawatts of nuclear going. Catch up on New Hope. Actually, there they are. I was wondering where they got to. Oh, we finished that. It's time for... Hang on, no. Gotta do that, and then we can do one of each. How's it actually going? I'm going at 4K for most of the time. Yeah, it's solid 4K. What's keeping it? Probably purple. Yeah, purple. Lucky it's just greater than 0. I could just accept greater than 0. I take it this thing is working better though. What are you waiting for? Steel? Steel. Always steel. Hey, it's a JD Plays. Made all the science yet? Yeah, I'm just not making all of them. Just not making enough concurrently, though. Oh, I suppose this thing was all jammed up. Yeah, 500. Seems a bit under. It feels like this isn't really pulling its weight. 1200 might actually be enough. What's the other one? Oh, they're both here. Never mind. Pick them then. Gank 'em. Gank 'em good. You need more iron? I need less traffic jams. Less traffic jams. You what? Let's see. Oh, there they are. Go in there. It's just short on chest now. Alright, let's get out of here. Red belt is the true belt. You all know my red belt base. Oh, you got some spooky themed ones. I had for a long time thought about doing themed emotes, but I never actually followed through on it yet. I'm not so good on the ideas, but okay, you got steel again. It had like 4 trains, didn't it? Yeah, it did. I don't know if it was because I deadlocked the entire ore system. Ideas are hard, aren't they? I think it's just jammed up because the ore system was jammed up. Do you not have construction? No. Hmm. Yeah, just complaining about chests. I think I just gotta let the base catch up now and try and find the next bottleneck. Yeah, ideas are bad because they're expensive. In general, ideas are expensive. So you want to try and avoid them. think the next thing on the hit list will be red circuits to fill it up. Yeah, I need to open up some more builds. Just knows the scam. I think it's still just trucking along. Apparently, all three of them have been through and delivered. Iron. Hmm. Interesting. Gonna run out of iron. Need it. Oop, not over there, over here. That's why she has the old laptop. Good ideas. What launched the ME into a week-long remake of your ME? Yeah. Just makes ideas make so much work, don't they? Ideas are hard work. Why are you all on the same lane? How dare you be all on the same lane? Hmm. And yeah, dealing with that's also... It's one of those things I really need to deal with, but I really just don't want to deal with. A lot of cleanup to do as well. At least once Stone 3 goes... How many trains have you got? Just the 2. Yeah, once Stone 3 goes, then this whole area will be clean. I mean, I might probably move that landfill site to somewhere else. I don't know where, though. It's not really needed anymore. Maybe there. Or there. Just find a stone patch, maybe near spawn. Yeah, off on its own. Like that one, actually. How long's that new plant been? Quite a while. It's just the supply train's just been so busy that it's just taking a while. It's going to reds again. And then explosives. It seems to have slowed down though. Oh, you're still requesting stuff. What are you requesting? Nothing. Oh no, there it is. It turned off. Must go. Dinner time? Better behave. Right, they're in the same lane. Shorter, just one large. Yeah. I'd actually wondered about having lane switching behind each one of these. It's also because they all pick the same lane at the same time, and so they don't go round. I mean, I have got a stacker thing going there, so they can figure it out afterwards. Yeah, like one commits down the bottom, and then the one above commits above it, and then yeah, that makes a train queue behind, and then yeah, it's Pathfinder things really. It's just Pathfinder things. Oh, you've been eaten. It's been defending, but it's been eaten. I took a bite out of my spider. Very odd thing to say, but it's true. Someone took a bite out of my spider. How many of those things did I build? 3, 6, 9, 10. 7, 8. Boss Kid? Yeah, he did. He explained how it works. I'm satisfied. And I very much am liking the feature. Got to enjoy it when it arrives finally. And the 4 or 5 years it'll take to get here. Do you know what Factorio updates are like? Oh, they're better now. I shouldn't be too harsh. They're not as bad. Oh, nope, nope. It's still going. It's still got that 6K there. 6 or 7 years, you heard? At the earliest, I'd be expecting like a December release, late November, early December release. That's my prediction. Alright, what's our time at? We're almost at 2 hours. Traffic jam. Yeah, I'll fix this. And then we might change it up. I say might, and then we will change it up. Yeah, let's get the phrasing right there. I might need to double bang this thing. Double row this thing. Phrasing. Oh, it's a problem that solved itself. Perfect. I'm cool with that. Come on. Wait your 5 seconds. Oh, you won't wait 5 seconds, will you? Damn it. Okay, so there's a rule in the train signal. The way the chain signals works, it says every 5 seconds the train will look for a new stop if there's more than one. If there's a sneeze, then I sneeze, and it's gone down. If there's more than one, then it will actually... Oh, there it goes. Never mind. But yeah, if there's more than one, then it actually does check every 5 seconds. If there isn't, it doesn't. Kind of annoying. Oh well. I like problems that solve themselves. Alright, I think... I think now would be a good time to pause and take a break. For just a moment.